Listen, you got to own up and own your breakthrough. You got to stand up for yourself and break through all the challenges that you're going through and push yourself to the top where you want to be. Bible says, "Cursed is the man who trusts in the arms of flesh, because the arms of flesh will fail you. It'll disappoint you. It'll make you feel less of yourself." It's high time you realize that we are in a society, a world, a system where people point more fingers and make mockery of your failure than your progress. You got to understand that we are in a system where people will try to discourage you more than they will encourage you, where people will try to identify you by your past mistakes, where people will try to identify you by your weakness rather than your strength. And therefore you got to own up and fight your own battles. Don't think a family member is going to help you out. No, you own yourself. You have yourself to blame if you fail. Don't blame anybody. Don't point fingers at that family member, that family friend who did not help you. You got to own your own life, and you got to fight for yourself. God has given you the power, the strength, the ability, the wisdom to fight for yourself. And you got to own up and own your breakthrough. You know, we are in a system that should you trust in the arms of flesh, you will fail. And that is what the Bible says, "Curses every man who trusts in the arms of flesh." We are in a system where the system tries to intimidate you, make you feel less of a person, make you feel inferior and belittle you. So even biblical scholars could not just write about Bartimaeus, the son of Timaeus. Instead, they qualified Bartimaeus by his illness. So they called him blind Bartimaeus. Have you read about Bartimaeus in the book of Mark chapter 10 verse 42? Bartimaeus is said to have been blind from birth. He could not see. All his life, he sat along the road and begged people, the passers-by. He begged them for food, he begged them for money, and that has been his life all this while until Jesus came to the scene. Bible says one day Jesus was passing where Bartimaeus used to sit, and Jesus was followed by a crowd. And the people were chanting, making so many noise, and Bartimaeus had not experienced such noise, such crowd all his life, as he has been there as a blind man begging for food and begging for help. And Bartimaeus inquired from somebody among the crowd, and he was told that Jesus, the miracle worker, is passing by. And there Bartimaeus began shouting the name Jesus and saying that, "Son of David, have mercy on me." And people were there to intimidate Bartimaeus. People were there to discourage Bartimaeus, telling Bartimaeus that, "Hey, you got to shut up. Jesus is not going to hear you. Don't do it."
What a friend we have.
Bartimaeus, you think your voice could penetrate through this crowd and get Jesus' attention?
All our sins and griefs to bear.
How much more you blind Bartimaeus? Come on, push
What
yourself down somewhere.
a privilege to carry
People were trying to intimidate Bartimaeus, but Bartimaeus
everything to God in
he did not allow himself to be belittled. He did not allow himself
Oh,
to be
what
made
peace
inferior.
we often
While the people were trying to shout him down, he was making
Oh, what
loud noise.
needless pain we bear. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Heavy trials and temptations. Is there trouble anywhere? We should never be discouraged. Take Take it to the Lord in prayer. Can we find a friend so faithful, who will all our sorrow share? Jesus knows our every weakness. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Are we weak and heavy laden, covered with a load of care? Precious Savior, still our refuge. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Do your friends despise, forsake you? Take it to the Lord in prayer. In His arms He'll take and shield you. We will find a solace there, and you will find a solace there.
Don't trust in the arms of flesh. If your happiness,
Thank you, guys.
if your definition of love, if your definition of joy is dependent on people, then you are a failure. Because the society we find ourselves in will always push us down, will always try to silence us and sideline us and push us down.
What a friend we have in Jesus.